What's up guys, Dota Academy here, and today we're going to be looking at Black King Bar. BKB costs 3,975 gold, it gives you plus 10 strength, plus 24 damage, and has an active which grants you spell immunity and 100% magic damage resistance. The duration and cooldown of the BKB active decreases the more you use it, with active duration scaling from 10 seconds to 9 to 8 to 7 to 6 and finally to 5 seconds where it will cap out. The first topic we want to discuss in regards to understanding BKB is spell immunity versus magic resistance.
This is a really important distinction to make when you're looking at Black King Bar. So these are two different things and not many people realize. Necro's ultimate and Reaper's Scythe is a good example to look at. With spell immunity, if you're BKB'd, it will block the effect of most spells, but some spells pierce spell immunity. It tells you that in the description of the spell, so it depends going from spell to spell. For example, Necro's ulti does pierce spell immunity, Doom's ulti Doom does, Bloodseeker's Rupture also pierces, and etc. For example, if you're BKB'd and you get Reaper's Scythe, you'll still get stunned for that 1.5 seconds, but because the damage is magical, you won't take any damage from Necro's ulti while BKB'd, because it also gives you 100% magic resistance, which is a separate component of the item. The only exception to this is Venomancer's passive. Poison Sting is the only magical damage that will harm you through BKB, because it counts as something called HP removal. So it's just a weird exception, and I believe it's the only one in Dota at the moment. In terms of which heroes benefit the most from BKB, usually it's carries. They just need to cover up their weaknesses. If you're up against a lineup where you're just going to get disabled and kited, or maybe it's a nuke heavy lineup with like Skywrath and Lina, you just need to block loads of magic damage. A lot of people like to build BKB on heroes like CM, but it's often a mistake. You don't really want to build an item like that on a support hero, because you can just easily be killed by physical damage anyway. It's usually good on heroes who are already strong up against physical damage, and so their only problem is magical damage or spells. We're talking about heroes like Sven, as we all know, is very physically tanky. He gets like 20 bonus armor from Warcry, so he obviously doesn't need much defense up against physical damage. He needs another kind of defense, against spells. And PA as well, another hero that does really well against physical lineups because of our evasion. Until later on, of course, when people start building Monkey King Bar, but regardless, you'll just hit a window if you build BKB in time where you're practically unkillable, and really the only way to deal with these heroes when they're BKB'd during say 20 to 30 minutes in the game is to just run away. So it acts as a really good to straight up win team fights. Obviously, it's not without its weaknesses. Every time you use it, as most people know, the cooldown goes down, but so does the duration of the BKB itself. So generally, it gets weaker the more you use it, even though you can use it more frequently. The 5 seconds isn't nearly as useful as a 10-second BKB. You get the most value out of BKB when it's full duration of 10 seconds, and it decreases in value from there on. When you're up against spell-heavy lineups, heroes like Skywrath Mage, Silencer Invoker, your carries, your cores, your mid laners, your safe laners should often be building. Sometimes your off laners will build it, and in really, much rarer scenarios, your supports will build it. Often position 4s like Night Stalker, even Pudge, they can, if it's a really useful item in that game, then they'll consider building BKB as well. Position 5 heroes rarely ever, I don't think I've ever seen build BKB. Often they can't afford the gold to actually buy one, and also it won't really solve their problems in team fights anyway. They're better off with like a 4-staff or a Glimmer Cape. So hopefully this video has given you a better understanding of Black King Bar and when to buy it. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.